Hey everyone, Luke Dog here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are now on the 4th floor of the Wizard's Tower, still making our way up.
Now that's just unnecessary.
I think this whole place is unnecessary looking. Notice herewith that the exercise area on the 4th floor shall serve as permanent berthing for the Templar garrison stationed at the tower. Since facilities that accommodate their particular training requirements are already on hand, they will be assuming an even closer watch over circle affairs. Enchanter Bergen's optional weapons training is cancelled until further notice. Enchanter Bergen has additionally stepped down from teaching duties. First Enchanter Sinclair. So this is where the Templars are held, apparently. I don't like the decoration.
It is over.
More Illyrium. See, I think we need to go in there. Wait. I could just check the map. Yeah, we gotta go in there. So let's check these rooms first.
Everything is just as you wanted, my knight. Our love and our family is more than you hoped for.
What in Andraste's name is going on?
Do you hear something, love?
It is nothing, my darling. Just the door. I will get it. The children have finished supper. Tuck them into bed while I see who it is.
Don't be long. The children will want to kiss you goodnight.
I will be but a moment, my pet. You are intruding upon a loving, intimate moment, and I dislike disruptions.
And I just like demons.
What was that?
Help! There are bandits at the door. They're going to murder the children.
They will not get past me.
Uh-oh. Brain eaters on the loose.
Sorry, buddy.
It has begun.
Stab, 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 stab.
Grab some glory.
Hey, Alistair leveled up.
Doesn't it?
No quarter shall be given.
We will never leave this
Away with
place.
you! We must fight. Let us do it quickly.
Everybody okay? Let's level you up, Alistair. Give you some strength. Use some willpower. Precise striking. Cleanse area. Templar purges the area of magic, removing all dispellable effects from those nearby. The character lashes out with the shield 3 times. The first 2 hits inflict normal damage. The last strike is a critical hit if it connects, knocking the target down unless it passes a physical resistance check. In this mode, the character's shield becomes nearly a fortress, adding a significant bonus to armor and a greater likelihood of shrugging off missile attacks, but at the cost of reduced damage. Shield expertise makes the character immune to direct knockdown attacks while in this mode, and shield mastery gives a bonus to defense. The character is proficient enough with a shield to defend from all angles so that attackers no longer benefit from flanking strikes. Let's go with that. I don't think you're... Nope. You need 32 strength. Sheesh. This is better than one you have, though. Embossed paper with official-looking writing on it. Notice of censure. Templar Dras, your remarks in front of the recruits are only the latest in a series of troubling events. I'm beginning to suspect that you may not be suited to the devotional requirements of training. Perhaps it is time for a personal evaluation of your career path within the Templars. I will schedule some time after the current deployment to discuss options elsewhere in the organization. Attendant Saran, Assistant to Knight Commander Gregor. Note scribbled in the corner. Attendant who? Options? Code for dead-end duty on a hedge-maid's hunt in the Bannorn. More fire arrows for Liliana. It's better than what I have. I got new boots. Sunblonde Vint 1. Tevinter brewed for a very discreet clientele and strong enough to fluster tranquil. An almost weightless spirit best served with a powdering of catsbane as a flavor enhancer and antidote. Interesting. Well, I got new boots. Oh, yeah, Alistair. There. You got your full Templar outfit. Sort of. I should really not check out until I'm done actually looking. Okay, he gave up. Never mind. We're all wearing good. Corpse Gall, I need that. Corpse Gall, I need that. Fire Crystal. The Tevinter Imperium. The Imperium is little more than a dilapidated old slattern, crouching in the far north of Thedas, drunkenly cursing at passers-by to recall her faded beauty. One can see that Minrathous was once the center of the world. The vestiges of her power and artistry yet stand, but they are buried in the layers of filth that the Imperium's decadence has accumulated over the ages. The Magocracy live in elegant stone towers, literally elevated above the stench of the slaves and peasants below. The outskirts of Minrathous are awash in a sea of refugees turned destitute by the never-ending war between the Imperium and the Kunari. And yet the Imperium survives. Whether with sword or magic, Tevinter remains a force to be reckoned with. Minrathous has been besieged by men, by Kunari, by Andraste herself, and never fallen. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. Man, that guy got around. I sense people.
Enemies approaching.
There you go.
Begun.
Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Oh, I'm almost dead.
As you say. There you fall.
That was close. Archon robes. 1.5 health regeneration combat, plus the armor, plus 2 spell power. I prefer armor. No, You know what? Take it. Let's get rid of the novice stuff.
Think again.
Liliana, can you?
What now?
Thank you.
Quickly.
Frost stock. Lyrium dust. Money. Dang it. Ah. I clicked it too early. I think this was it. I have the utmost sympathy for what happened to your charge, but it is beyond the Circle's ability to anticipate every obscure demise that an apprentice might face, especially involving methods outside the already extensive realm of magical study. We simply don't have the room for additional training facilities, and there are concerns about becoming too inclusive that I will not elaborate on. Your request is denied. Okay. Let's go in here.
Oh, look. Visitors. I'd entertain you, but too much effort involved.
Good. That will make you much easier to kill.
But why? Aren't you tired of all the violence in this world? I know I am. Wouldn't you like to just lay down and forget about all this? Leave it all behind.
Can't keep eyes open. Someone pinch me.
I'll not listen to your lies, demon. You have no power over me.
Resist. You must resist, else we are all lost.
Why do you fight? You deserve more. You deserve a rest. The world will go on without you.
But I'm not tired. Carver's most powerful foe was a How Knight. You are Grey Warden in Weissout, attending to your duties. The Darkspawn are gone, defeated forever, and you and the other Grey Wardens are a relic of an era that is past. Now's the time for rest and reflection. Weissout looks kinda dilapidated.
Ah, there you are. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Wait, you should be dead.
Dead? Me? I have been close many times, but I never quite made it all the way. I just wanted to make sure you were happy here in Weisshaupt. These grand halls were built by the first Grey Wardens. Isn't it breathtaking?
Why are we here when we should be battling Darkspawn?
The Darkspawn are gone, remember? You were there in the last great battle. It was a triumph for all of us, bringing down the Archdemon and setting the underground lairs ablaze.
That's not possible. You're hiding something.
Foolish child. I have given you so much and you cast it back in my face. Can you not be content with the peace I offer?
You offer complacency, not peace.
It seems only war and death will satisfy you. So be it. Have your war and your Darkspawn. May they be your doom.
More enemies ahead. Very well.
Stab, stab, stab.
It shall be done. I shall do.
Ah, I've been stunned. Get back here. Stop casting bolts at me. Escape the Fade. The Duncan you met was a demon in disguise. You're in the Fade, the realm of dreams, and you must find your way out. Alistair, Liliana, and Wynne are all somewhere in the Fade as well. Great. More than half the wealth of Orzammar comes from a single, extremely rare substance, lyrium. The Chantry believes it to be the waters of the Fade, mentioned in the Canticle of Threnodies, the very stuff of creation itself, from whence the Maker fashioned the world. Only a handful of mining caste families hazard extracting the ore, finding veins in the stone quite literally by ear. For in its raw form, lyrium sings, and the discerning can hear the sound even through solid rock. Even though dwarves have a natural resistance, raw lyrium is dangerous for all but the most experienced of the mining caste to handle. Even for dwarves, exposure to the unprocessed mineral can cause deafness or memory loss. For humans and elves, direct contact with lyrium ore produces nausea, blistering of the skin, and dementia. Mages cannot even approach unprocessed lyrium. Doing so is invariably fatal. Despite its dangers, lyrium is the single most valuable mineral currently known. In the Tevinter Imperium, it has been known to command a higher price than diamond. The dwarves sell very little of the processed mineral to the surface, giving the greater portion of what they mine to their own smiths, who use it in the forging of all truly superior dwarven weapons and armor. What processed lyrium is sold on the surface goes only to the Chantry, who strictly control the supply. From the Chantry, it's dispensed both to the Templars, who make use of it in tracking and fighting Maleficarum, and to the Circle. In the hands of the Circle, lyrium reaches its fullest potential. Their formery craftsmen transform it into an array of useful items, from the practical, such as magically hardened stone for construction, to the legendary silver armor of King Calenhad. When mixed into liquid and ingested, lyrium allows mages to enter the Fade fully aware, unlike all others who reach it only while dreaming. Such potions can also be used to aid in the casting of especially taxing spells, for a short time granting a mage a far greater power than he normally wields. Lyrium has its costs, however. Prolonged use becomes addictive, the cravings unbearable. Over time, Templars grow disoriented, incapable of distinguishing memory from present, or dream from waking. They frequently become paranoid, as their worst memories and nightmares haunt their waking hours. Mages have additionally been known to suffer physical mutation. The Magister Lords of the Tevinter Imperium were widely reputed to have been so affected by their years of lyrium use that they could not be recognized by their own kin, nor even as creatures that had once been human. Thank you, Brother Genitivi. Raw Fade. Hey, I got 111 codex entries. Morgan's most powerful foe was a Herlock emissary.
Who are you? Where did you come from? Are you a demon? No. I see that you're not. You're like me. Congratulations on getting out of that trap.
What about my companions? Are they trapped too?
You came here with others. Then yes, they would be trapped. The demon traps everything that comes here in a dream it thinks they can't or won't try to leave. I thought I'd escape too, but I've been wandering these empty grey spaces for a lifetime.
How did you end up here?
Through sheer stupidity, or perhaps very, very bad luck. My name is Njal, by the way. I was trying to save the Circle when I encountered the sloth demon. I expect our experiences were similar.
Njal? Owain mentioned you.
Owain helped me greatly. I suppose I'll never be able to repay him. Litany was our weapon against the Blood Mage's domination. But it's too late. Everyone's dead.
Why are there so many blood mages here?
I don't know. They must have been practicing in secret, even teaching others. I knew these people, trusted them. The Litany was our only hope of saving the Circle. But now, this place drains you of everything. Hope, feeling, life.
We'll find a way out.
No, there is no way out of here. You think there might be, but you'd be wrong. You see that pedestal there? I've studied the runes on it. Runes that signify different islands of the Sloth Demon's domain. The Sloth Demon itself is on the center island, but you can't get there. The 5 islands around the center somehow form a protective ward. I thought I was getting somewhere when I figured that out, and I went to each island in turn only to have my hopes dashed. There's always an obstacle. You'll see the path but be unable to get to it, and it taunts you and drives you mad.
Could my companions be on one of the islands?
I don't know. There are many dreamers. You might find a way to reach them through the islands, if you're lucky.
Tell me about the protective ward.
I don't know much. I think the Sloth Demon has placed lesser demons on each of the islands. I've seen them. They take different shapes, but they're there. Defeating them may be the only way to reach the Sloth Demon. But you have to get to them first. I couldn't. I was too afraid to try.
You mentioned obstacles.
Yes. obstacles and mad dream things. A river of flame before a portal, or a door that shows you freedom through a keyhole that no key will fit. I once found a passageway smaller than my hand with a mouse going to and fro through it. Silly thing fled before I could question it.
Why would you talk to a mouse?
Because almost everyone here is a dreamer, except for the spirits and the demons, I suppose. Each dreamer may know things another may not. The mouse could have told me what lay beyond the tiny passage, or how to get there. Even how I might make myself small like him and crawl through myself. And if one could become small enough to take one path, perhaps there are similar ways to walk the others.
What do you know of the sloth demon?
Not much. You couldn't say we were friends, really. Demons have their own hierarchies. They play their own games, and mortals serve as pawns, perhaps even bargaining chips. The demon keeping us here probably rules this entire section of the Fade. It'll not let us go easily, if at all.
If we work together, we can escape.
Nothing dampens your spirit, does it? I don't know whether to admire or pity you.
I'll be back.
Don't mind me, then.
And I looked at the creature, and it had become me. A veritable copy of my form, of my very mind, stared back at me as if within a mirror. I thought surely that this was a trick, an illusion meant to put me off guard. But as I engaged the thing with my sword, it fought me with maneuvers that I recognized. It parried as I parried. It swung as I swung. It spoke to me and said things that only I could know. I think this demon of sloth has no form or identity of its own. It's envied as much as sloth, I believe, and mine was not the first shape it stole that day. Except from a transcribed deposition of Tyrannus, Templar commander of Cumberland, 390 Towers. The most difficult assumption for someone who studies demons to overcome is the notion that a sloth demon is, in and of itself, slothful. If that were so, it seems highly unlikely that any such demons would cross the veil into our own world, or once here would fight to possess any creature with a will of its own. And we know both these things are not to be the case. Certainly, some demons are lazy and complacent, but who knows? Perhaps these creatures even cultivate such a reputation. The truth is that demons of sloth are named so because that is the portion of the human psyche that they feed upon. Doubt, apathy, entropy. They seek to spread these things. The sloth demon hides in its forms, a master of shapes and disguises, always in the last place you look, and from its hiding place it spreads its influence. A community afflicted by a demon of sloth could soon become a dilapidated pit where injustices are allowed to pass without comment, and none of the residents could be aware that such a change had even taken place. The sloth demon weakens, tires, tears at the edges of consciousness, and would much rather render its victim helpless than engage in a true conflict. Such creatures are best faced only with a great deal of will, and only with an eye to piercing their many disguises. Niall says a sloth demon is behind this trap. The creature is at the center of the many islands in this part of the Fade, and though a strange pedestal allows movement to those locations, there's always an obstacle that Niall can't pass. The islands form a kind of ward. You can't escape until you defeat the sloth demon, but you can't reach him until you puzzle out the islands that protect him. The pedestal is key.
Thank you, but too late for me. Kill Yavina, the demoness that rules here. She protects her master, Sloth. There's a door only demons can see. The key must be in another realm. Take my power, Save any others trapped in nightmares. Kill the demons that guard Sloth. Make my...
Exploring the raw fade might give you some clues on how you might escape this trap you're in. Find the demoness protecting the sloth demon. Before the mouse died from his injuries, he told you that the demoness Yevena is protecting the sloth demon. She's in the center of the raw fade behind a hidden door that only demons can see. The key to unlocking it may lie on another island. Anything else up here? That's ominous. We got shape-shifting powers. We can go into a mouse. Poof! Whoops.
Don't give them the advantage!
Your fear, mortal!
Yeah, whatever you say. Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons. It is challenging enough for the casual observer to tell the difference between the Fade and the creatures that live within it, yet alone between one type of spirit and another. In truth, there's little that distinguishes them, even for the most astute mages. Since spirits are not physical entities and are therefore not restricted to recognizable forms, or even having a form at all, one can never tell for certain what is alive and what is merely part of the scenery. It is therefore advisable for the inexperienced researcher to greet all objects he encounters. Typically, we misuse the term spirit to refer only to the benign, or at least less malevolent creatures of the Fade, but in truth, all the denizens of the realm beyond the Veil are spirits. As the Trantolite notes, everything within the Fade is a mimicry of our world, a poor imitation, for the spirits do not remotely understand what they are copying. It is no surprise that much of the Fade appears like a manuscript translated from Tevinter into Orlesian and back again by drunken initiates. In general, spirits are not complex, or rather, they are not complex as we understand such things. Each one seizes upon a single facet of human experience: rage, hunger, compassion, hope, etc. This one idea becomes their identity. We classify as demons those spirits who identify themselves with darker human emotions and ideas. The most common and weakest form of demon one encounters in the Fade is the rage demon. They are much like perpetually boiling kettles, for they exist only to vent hatred, but rarely have an object to hate. Somewhat above these are the hunger demons, who do little but eat or attempt to eat everything they encounter, including other demons. This is rarely successful. Then there are the sloth demons. These are the first intelligent creatures one typically finds in the Fade. They are dangerous only on those rare occasions that they can be induced to get up and do harm. Desire demons are more clever and far more powerful, using all forms of bribery to induce mortals into their realms. Wealth, love, vengeance, whatever lies closest to your heart. The most powerful demons yet encountered are the pride demons, perhaps because they, among all their kind, most resemble men. From Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons by Enchanter Murdromel. That is a disturbing statue. Ha! I resisted. Bye-bye. Ow.
No quarter shall be given.
Bye-bye. Okay, come here.
It shall be done. There is no glory in bloodshed!
Good thing you don't have blood. Hi.
Something happened, didn't it? You look a little different. What happened?
I became a mouse.
Did you? Did it help? I know I saw the tiny holes. Were you small enough to get through?
Yeah, it was easy.
You're so much braver than I am. I was so sure it was impossible to get anywhere. Do you think you could learn other shapes? Maybe they could help you get to places you couldn't otherwise.
It's worth a try. Let's see, is there a Mars hole here? That just leads back.
As you say.
Good luck. Burning Tower. The Mage's Asunder. The Templar's Nightmare. The Darkspawn Invasion. Let's check out the Burning Tower. What do we have here? Fire. No surprise. Burning Templars. How charming.
Watch out! Blast! It is begun.
Yeah. Hope neither of you were Alistair. There's a mouse hole there. Hello? There's a mouse hole there. Got some enemies in here.
Shall be done. Very well. Of all that's left. Missed!
This door leads to death. Go through there. I just teleported.
Let us dispatch them quickly.
Flaming dogs of hell. Aw, you look just like Carver. Hi.
I shall do so. Shall be done.
Oh.
As you say. No! It is begun.
Okay, the lyrium just heals me.
Wild creatures ahead.
Hi! Come over here, doggies.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
You're the only one here, Aedan. Okay, guess we gotta go mouse hunting. Oof.
Must control.
You found a Templar that appears to be dreaming. He may be linked to your way out.
Anger. But it bubbles. It burns. Tis begun. You must die. Watch out! I shall do it. Very well. The anger. Fading. I am free. Take Ragos' power. Use it and burn him. Burn them all. He guards Sloth. He bars the way. You must destroy the door. Other dreamers. Other powers. Only way.
Everything is burning. After you defeated the Templar, he gave you the ability to switch into a different form. In this form, you are immune to fire and are burning yourself. Being able to walk through fire might be useful. The way forward is blocked by a massive reinforced door. You need to find some way to use either brute strength or trickery to destroy or circumvent this seemingly impenetrable barrier. I'm now the Burning Man. Rah! Let's see what we got. Fire has no effect on me. Okay, there's the mouse hole where I went in. We didn't start the fire. It's always been burning since the world was turning. Fade pedestal. Massive door. Try somewhere else then. Need to find something that can break down that door. Lots of mouse holes. That's locked. This is not.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Oh boy.
I shall do it.
Stab, stab.
More enemies ahead.
Well, that was easy. It is a truth universally acknowledged that nothing is more successful at inspiring a person to mischief as being told not to do something. Unfortunately, the Chantry of the Divine Age had some trouble with obvious truths. Although it did not outlaw magic, Quite the contrary, as the chantry relied upon magic to kindle the eternal flame which burns in every brazier and every chantry. It relegated mages to lighting candles and lamps, perhaps occasional dusting of rafters and eaves. I will give my readers a moment to contemplate how well such a role satisfied the mages of the time. It surprised absolutely no one when the mages of Val Royeaux, in protest, snuffed the sacred flames of the cathedral and barricaded themselves inside the choir loft. No one, that is, but divine Ambrosia II, who was outraged and attempted to order an exultant march upon her own cathedral. Even her most devout Templars discouraged that idea. For 21 days the fires remained unlit while negotiations were conducted, legend tells us by shouting back and forth from the loft. The mages went cheerily into exile in a remote fortress outside of the capital, where they would be kept under the watchful eye of the Templars and a council of their own elder magi. Outside of normal society, and outside of the chantry, the mages would form their own closed society, the Circle, separated for the first time in human history. From Of Fires, Circles, and Templars, A History of Magic in the Chantry by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar.
We can't trust anybody.
Especially each other.
Oh, the solution is so simple. We kill. Kill everyone.
How delightful.
Okay, what the heck? That's not fair.
It has begun, as you say. Very well.
Oh, jeez. Oh no. Oh no. I should have saved a lot earlier. Okay, we're fine.
We must not exhaust our supplies. As you say, it has begun.
Lots of mouse holes.
Can't trust anybody.
Enemies approaching.
Especially.
I shall.
Oh, come on. It's not fair. Stop ganging up on me.
It has begun. As you say. Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it.
There.
We must gain the advantage!
No one else is here, Aedan.
As you say. Very well.
There. Is there anything in this room? Nothing?
I shall do.
Oh, hello.
No quarter shall be given.
way forward is blocked by an inferno. Somewhere else in the Fade, you will need to find something that will allow you to get to this barrier. Oh, I just so happen to have it right here. Poof! I'm the Burning Man.
I shall do as you say. It shall be done. It has begun. Very well, as you say. I shall do it.
There you are.
It has begun.
Poof. Burning Man.
I shall do it. It has begun.
Stab, stab, stab.
Very well.
Oof.
It shall be done. I shall do it.
What do we have here?
Hurting people. It's what we do. We're mages.
Yes! Our magic gives us power over others. Use your gift today.
Enemies approaching.
Let us play
as you
it.
say. There is no glory in bloodshed. It's begun, as you say.
Hot! 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 Burning! No! I should have waited. I should have saved. I did a stupid. God dang it. Is there really a point in doing these? Oh, I gained a little bit of experience.
Don't give them the advantage. We must not exhaust our supplies.
Can't trust anybody.
More enemies ahead.
Especially each other.
Very well. Shall be done.
Heal everyone.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Oh, dang it. Come on. Okay, now I'm just being stupid.
More enemies ahead.
Enough of this noise.
must not exhaust our supplies.
Can't trust anybody.
Especially each other.
Oh, the solution is so simple. We kill. Kill everyone.
How delightful. We must not exhaust our supplies. As you say. Back!
Huh. Well, that was easier.
We must not exhaust our supplies. As you say. Best be wary! It is begun. Best be wary! By the Maker! I shall do
Okay, servant that decided to follow me in here.
very well. It is begun. It shall be done. As you say. I shall do it. Watch out!
Oh.
It is begun. It shall be done. Careful! Feel me, please. As you say.
Ow.
Very well. I shall do it. It shall be done.
Oh, you're back here. There you are.
It shall be done. I shall do it, as you say. Very well. As you say.
Get back here. Don't go in there. I'm going to save it here. Whoops.
Hurting people. It's
Enemies approaching.
We're mages. Let us play a game. The one who causes the most pain wins.
There we go. Two levels higher. Small bonus to nature resistance. still striking. You must not be under the misimpression that magic is all-powerful. There are limits, and not even the greatest mages may overcome them. No one, for instance, has found any means of traveling, either over great distances or small ones, beyond putting one foot in front of the other. The immutable nature of the physical world prevents this. So no, you may not simply pop over to Minrathous to borrow a cup of sugar, nor may you magic the essay you forgot in the apprentice dormitory to your desk. You will simply have to be prepared. Similarly, even when you send your mind into the Fade, your body remains behind. Only once has this barrier been overcome, and reputably the spell required 2/3 of the lyrium in the Tevinter Imperium as well as the lifeblood of several hundred slaves. The results were utterly disastrous. Finally, life is finite. A truly great healer may bring someone back from the very precipice of death, when breath and heartbeat have ceased but the spirit still clings to life. But once the spirit has fled the body, it cannot be recalled. There is no failing of your skills or power, it is simply reality. From the lectures of First Enchanter Wenceslas.
Help me, please!
Very well. I shall do it. It shall be done. As you say. It is begun. Very well. As you say. I shall do it. It shall be done.
There you go.
Thank you. It is time for this dream to come to an end. I give you my strength. It will be of little use against the demon that rules here, but perhaps it will help in other realms. Find a way to kill all the demon lords to open the way to Sloth. Free us all from this nightmare!
You got it. Once a crucial part of Orzammar's defenses, golems have all but vanished as the secret of their manufacture was lost over 1,000 years ago. What few golems remain are guarded closely by the Shaperate, brought out when the battle with the Darkspawn grows desperate enough to risk their loss. No one now will sell a golem for any price, but in ancient times, dwarves sold many golems to the Magister Lords of Tevinter. They are devastating weapons in war, living siege engines, capable of hurling boulders like a catapult or plowing through enemy lines like an earthquake.
We must not exhaust our supplies. It is begun. Get off! I shall do.
Stab, 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 stone.
Very well. As you say. I shall do. It is begun.
Harrowing. Among apprentices of the Circle, nothing is regarded with more fear than the Harrowing. Little is known about this rite of passage, and that alone would be cause for dread. But it is well understood that only those apprentices who pass this trial are ever seen again. They return as full members of the Circle of Magi. Of those who fail, nothing is known. Perhaps they are sent away in disgrace. Perhaps they are killed on the spot. I heard one patently ridiculous rumor among the Circle at Ravane, which claimed that failed apprentices were transformed into pigs, fattened and served at dinner to the senior enchanters. But I could find no evidence that the Ravane Circle ate any particular quantity of pork. Basically, think of it as their version of the joining. The 4 schools of magic. Spirit. And the voice of the Maker shook the Fade, saying, In my image I have wrought my firstborn. You have been given dominion over all that exists. By your will all things are done, yet you do nothing. The realm I have given you is formless, ever-changing. The first of the 2 schools of energy, Spirit, is opposed by the Primal School. It's the School of Mystery, the Ephemeral School. This is the study of the invisible energies which surround us at all times, yet are outside of nature. It's from the Fade itself that this magic draws its power. Students of this school cover everything from direct manipulation of mana and spell energies to the study and summoning of spirits themselves. By its nature, an esoteric school, as most others know virtually nothing about the Fade, studies of spirit magic are often misunderstood by the general populace, or even confused for blood magic, an unfortunate fate for our most useful branch of study. Massive door. Meet Gollum. Knock, knock. You're a mage? You look like a chantry priest to me. Boom, 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 boom. And boom. Cancel. It's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Good night. School of Creation. Opposition in all things. For earth, sky. For winter, summer. For darkness, light. By my will alone is balance sundered and the world given new life. The School of Creation, sometimes called the School of Nature, is the second of the schools of matter, the balancing force and complement of entropy. Creation magic manipulates natural forces, transforming what exists and bringing new things into being. Creation requires considerable finesse, more than any other school, and is therefore rarely mastered. These mages who have made a serious study of creation are the highest in demand, useful in times of peace as well as war. Boof. see what's in here. Aww. Stay down, you hunk of rock. Wait. Boop. No one puts baby in a corner. Night night. To you, my second-born, I grant this gift. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame, all-consuming and never satisfied. The second of the two schools of matter, entropy is the opposing force of creation. For this reason, it is often called the school of negation. Nothing lives without death. Time inevitably brings an end to all things in the material world, and yet in this ending is the seed of a beginning. A river may flood its banks, causing havoc, but brings new life in its floodplain. The fire that burns a forest ushers in new growth. And so it is with entropic magic that we manipulate the forces of erosion, decay, and destruction to create anew. Boom, 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 boom. Knock, knock. Squishy humans. Boom. Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven. Field and forest shall burn. The sea shall rise and devour them. The wind shall tear their nations from the face of the earth. Lightning shall rain down from the sky. They shall cry out to their false gods and find silence. Sometimes called the school of power, the primal school is the second of the schools of energy, balanced by spirit, and concerns the most visible and tangible forces of nature themselves. It's the magic of war, fire, ice, and lightning, devastation. This is what the vast majority imagines when they hear the word magic. Wrong way. Let's go through the store now. Knock, knock. I'm stuck. Yeesh. Why stop after that? Aha! You defeated one of the demons that dwelled in the center of a nightmare. Defeating all the demons may lead you to the sloth demon that controls them and keeps you captive. Captive. Let's go back here. I think we can do another one. Earthquake. Poof. Knock knock. Poof. Burning Man. Yeah, I'm literally burning.
Get a nice video. Burning Templar.
Of course, they're all immune. Boom, boom, boom. That was fun. Here's another one. Stay down. That's another taken care of. You defeated the rage demon at the center of the burning tower. There's nothing left to do in this part of the Fade. You killed the hunger demon at the center of this nightmare. This part of the Fade is complete.
Maker, forgive me. I failed them all. They died and I did not stop it.
But they're not dead yet. The circle can still be saved.
What about all this? How can you say that when you are faced with this? Death. Can you not see it? It's all around us.
You're in the Fade. This is a dream.
Why was I spared? If not to help them, what use is my life, now that I have failed in the task that was given me? Leave me to my grief. I shall bury their bones, scatter their ashes to the four winds, and mourn their passing, till I too am dead.
You have to fight this feeling, whatever it is.
Your blatant disregard for the souls of the dead strikes me as being utterly inappropriate.
Please think about what you're doing here and why.
I do not know what you are trying to tell me. Why must you make this more painful? And where were you when this happened? I trusted you as an ally, and you were nowhere to be found.
I'm the only thing that's real. Ignore everything else.
I do not know what this will accomplish, but I will do this if it will satisfy you. It is difficult to focus. It feels as though something is stopping me from concentrating. I've never had so much trouble. Perhaps some time away from this place will help me think clearly.
Being away from here should make you feel better.
Don't leave us, Wynne. We don't want to be alone.
Holy Maker, stay away, foul creature.
Told you this wasn't real.
Stay, Wynne. Sleep soundly in the comforting embrace of the earth. Do not fight it. You belong here with us.
No, not yet. My task is not yet done. It is not time yet.
Come away to your rest.
More enemies ahead. Watch out!
There we go.
Is it over? Thank the Maker for you. Wait, what's happening? Where are you going?
Wynne was caught in a nightmare, surrounded by the dead bodies of the apprentices she had failed to save. You rescued her from that horrible scenario, but she is again lost in the mists of the Fade. Hopefully you'll find her again soon. Let's check out the Templar's nightmare.
Poor guy.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
It's a trap. Very well.
Maleficarum. It has been asked, what are Maleficarum? How should we know them? I've been as troubled by this question as you. You have come to me for the wisdom of the Maker, but none have seen the Maker's heart save beloved Andraste. And so I have done as all mortals must, and looked to the words of his prophet for answers. And there I found respite from a troubled mind. For she has said to us, magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Therefore, I say to you, they who work magic which dominates the minds and hearts of others, they have transgressed the Maker's law. Also, Our Lady said to us, those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker. And so it is made clear to me, as it should be of all of us, that magic which fuels itself by harming others, by letting of blood, is hated by the Maker. Those mages who honor the Maker and keep his laws are welcome as our brothers and sisters. Those who reject the laws of the Maker and the words of his prophet are apostate. They shall be cast out and given no place among us. The Rite of Annulment. the 83rd year of the Glory Age, one of the mages of the Navarran Circle was found practicing forbidden magic. The Templars executed him swiftly, but this brewed discontent among the Navarran Circle. The mages made several magical attacks against the Templars, vengeance for the executed mage, but the Knight Commander was unable to track down which were responsible. 3 months later, the mages summoned a demon and turned it loose against their Templar watchers. Demons, however, are not easily controlled. After killing the first wave of Templars who tried to contain it, the demon took possession of one of its summoners. The resulting abomination slaughtered Templars and mages both before escaping into the countryside. The Grand Cleric sent a legion of Templars to hunt the fugitive. They killed the abomination a year later, but by that time it had slain 70 people. Divine Galatea, responding to the catastrophe of Navarra and hoping to prevent further incidents, granted all the Grand Clerics of the Chantry the power to purge a circle entirely if they rule it irredeemable. This rite of annulment has been performed 17 times in the last 700 years. Yeesh. And I just went in a circle. Asshole. Asshole.
There is no glory in bloodshed!
Unless it's to save my life.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly!
It has begun.
Don't give them the advantage!
Burning Man! Poof! Golem. Knock knock! Whoops. Okay, house portal. Oop. Okay, I can't go through there. And this just leads me. This just leads back. Okay, I think I gotta go somewhere else. Darkspawn invasion. There's a mouse hole. Hello. Dang it. Kaboom. No, you stay there.
It has begun. Our skill has won the day.
Aedan likes to talk to himself.
I shall do it. Shall be done. I shall do it. Come, let us end this. Quickly, we must fight. The Darkspawn has sensed us. It's begun.
Stab, stab, stab. Burning Man. It's probably a little overkill.
It has begun. Our skill has won the day.
There we go. Mouse hole. Get him! I'm okay. More Burning Man.
Now we do it. It's begun. Very well.
Easy peasy. What do we got in here?
Yes. You. I shall do it.
No!
You found yourself in a nightmarish version of the Circle Tower that appears to confirm all of the Templar's worst fears about mages. Perhaps getting through this nightmare will help you get out of the Fade. You found the spirit of a Templar that's trapped in the Fade. Perhaps he has clues to help you escape.
Quickly, we must fight! Good, another down. Quickly, we must fight! He's begun. Back!
They're gone! You did it. You killed them. But not all. Their leaders are behind the unbreakable door. I give you my wisdom. It will let you see. And now I wake.
The Templar has given you the ability to shift into a spirit form that allows you to see things that you normally couldn't. Past a massive door, more of a nightmare awaits. Knock, knock. Using the golem form, you bash down the door to go further into the nightmare. Eat rock. Bye-bye. Now the massive door, which means... Knock, knock. And boom. I just went bump. Golem punch. Booyah. You defeated a powerful Darkspawn emissary and are done with this section of the Fade. Yeah, let's do this last one. New form.
That's a sprite.
Spirit. Kinda slow.
More than Thursday! Best be wary!
What the blight does not destroy, it corrupts. Any creature infected with the darkspawn taint that does not have the good fortune to die outright becomes a ghoul, a twisted shadow of itself. The name originally comes from men, whether human, dwarven, or elven, who became tainted, usually while being held as a captive food source by the darkspawn. They would turn cannibal, preying on other captives, slaves to the will of the archdemon, driven mad by pain. During a blight, the corruption of the darkspawn spreads through the wilder areas of Thedas and infects the animals found there. This produces grotesque, enraged bears called bearscarns, as well as blight wolves. Fortunately, ghouls rarely survive their corruption for long. Here we go. Spirit door.
Shall be done. Quickly, we must fight! I will not.
There we go. Oh, knock knock. Gee, I wonder what I need here. Burning Man! Jeez, well, it's a good thing I have it.
I shall do it. As you say.
Moving on.
Overwhelm us.
You encountered a Templar Dreamer in the nightmarish version of the Circle Tower. Unfortunately, you were unable to reach him in time, and he has succumbed to the night. What?
Yeah. Probably.
Very well.
Oh.
As you say. Best be wary. Shall be done. I shall do it.
Catch me if you can. I know you want to.
That's one ugly mouse. No!
Give them the advantage! Enough! It has begun. As you said.
No, 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 no! No! Phooey. Here I thought this would be easy.
Catch me if you can. I know you want to. The game isn't over, mortal.
Eh. Bye-bye. You have defeated a pride demon at the side, defeated a powerful darkspawn, rage demon. Okay, moving on. Slowly glide.
A nightmare.
But whose?
Hey, it's great to see you again. I was just thinking about you. Isn't that a marvelous coincidence? This is my sister, Goldana. These are her children, and there's more about somewhere. We're one big happy family, at long last.
You seem very content.
I am. I'm happier than I've been my entire life. Isn't that strange? I thought being a Grey Warden would make me happy, but it didn't. This does.
I'm overjoyed to have my little brother back. I'll never let him out of my sight again.
This is starting to get a little creepy.
There's nothing wrong with living with my sister. I've never had a real family before.
Well, Alistair, is your friend staying for supper?
Say you'll stay. Goldana's a great cook. Maybe she'll make her mince pie. You can, can't you?
Of course, dear brother. Anything for you.
I can't stay, and you shouldn't either, Alistair.
You're acting really strangely.
Think about this and how you got here. Think carefully.
All right, if it makes you happy. It's a little fuzzy. That's strange.
Alistair, come and have some tea.
No. Wait. I remember a tower. The circle. It was under attack. There were demons. That's all I really remember.
The sloth demon, do you remember that?
Are you saying this is a dream? But it's so real.
Of course it's real. Now wash up before supper and I...
Something doesn't feel quite right here. I think I have to go.
Come with me then.
No, he is ours, and I'd rather see him dead than free.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Come, let us end this.
Watch out! It has begun.
Away with you!
Very well.
He even has a flaming sword.
Goldana? I can't believe it. How did I not see this earlier?
The demon probably did something to your head.
Yes, well, try not to tell everyone how easily fooled I was. Are we going now? Wait, where are you going? What's happening to me? Hey!
Just a disappointed hey.
You freed Alistair from his dream. However, he seems to have disappeared again. With any luck, he's already made his way out of the Fade. Which means...
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
Liliana? What are you doing?
Blessed... What? Who are you?
I beg you, do not disturb the girl's meditations.
Revered Mother? I do not know this person.
We're friends, don't you remember?
I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Please do not vex her. She needs quiet and solitude to calm her mind and heal her heart.
Listen to me, this isn't real.
Isn't real? I don't understand.
You have to trust me when I say it isn't real.
There's something familiar about you, and I find myself trusting you, as odd as that may sound.
I would assume so, since your persuasion with me is very high. Come with me, we have work to do.
This is your home, your refuge. Do you truly wish to leave the comfort of this place behind? Stay and know peace.
There is no need. I carry the peace of the Chantry in my heart.
You are going nowhere, girl. I will not permit it.
I can't command her any longer, demon.
No, she is ours, now and forever.
It's begun.
There is no glory in bloodshed!
Good thing you don't have blood.
Holy Maker! She was
A demon, yes.
My head feels heavy. Like I've just woken up from a terrible nightmare. I believe we had some task to accomplish. Let us be on our way. Wait. What's happening to me?
It just fades into the earth.
You freed Liliana from her dream of being back in the cloister. However, she seems to have gone on without you. Why does everyone keep leaving me? You know what? Screw it. We'll finish the Fade. defeated them and are now one step closer to escaping the Fade.
Very well.
The Black City. No traveler to the Fade can fail to spot the Black City. It's one of the few constants of that ever-changing place. No matter where one might be, the city is visible, always far off, for it seems that the only rule of geography in the Fade is that all points are equidistant from the Black City. The chant teaches that the Black City was once the seat of the Maker, from whence he ruled the Fade, left empty when men turned away from him. Dreamers do not go there, nor do spirits. Even the most powerful demons seem to avoid the place. It was golden and beautiful once, so the story goes, until a group of powerful Magister Lords from the Tevinter Imperium devised a means of its breaking in. When they did so, their presence defiled the city, turning it black, which was perhaps the least of their worries. And thus, the Darkspawn were born.
What did you do? I felt something. Like the Earth was shifting. Except it probably wasn't the Earth.
I killed one of the Demon Lords.
You did? You managed to get to it. I didn't think it was possible. Killing that demon must have opened something. Perhaps the pieces are falling into place now.
What do you know about the Litany of Andrala?
Not much. I know that it stops blood mages from taking over your mind. I don't even know who or what Andrala is. You're better off asking someone more knowledgeable.
I should explore this place.
I don't want it to end like this. Do you feel it? It's getting so cold.
Well, I'll be going for about 2 hours. Might as well just finish it up. Okay, Sloth Demon.
What do we have here? A rebellious minion? An escaped slave? My, but you do have some gall. But playtime is over. You all have to go back now.
Oh, here I am. And there you are. You just disappeared. Well, no matter.
You tried to keep us apart. You led us from each other because you fear us, don't you?
You will not hold us, demon. We found each other in this place, and you cannot stand against us.
If you go back quietly, I'll do better this time. I'll make you much happier.
I'll make my own happiness, thank you.
Can't you think about someone other than yourself? I'm hurt. So very, very hurt.
I'll take my chances. I'll do nothing you say.
Wish to battle me? So be it. You will learn to bow to your betters, mortal.
Bring it on, demon.
He's begun. As you said, shall we go? It is begun. Very well. We must fight. Let us do it quickly. As you said,
Shall we go? It is begun. I shall do it. Quickly, we must fight!
Burning Man! Your fire cannot harm me now.
Be careful!
Let's end this.
Attack! Watch out!
Stab, 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 stab.
It has begun.
Enough!
How many forms do you have?
What have we done? I shall do it. Die already!
That's what I was gonna say.
It has begun. We must gain the advantage!
Come on already. Stab, 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 stab.
That went well.
You defeated the demon. I never thought... I never expected you to free yourself. To free us both. When you return, take the litany of Adrala from my body. It will protect you from the worst of the blood magic.
Aren't you coming to help?
I cannot go with you. I've been here far too long. For you, it will have been an afternoon's nap. Your body won't have wasted away in the real world while your spirit lays in the hands of the demon.
You think you're going to die?
Every minute I was here, the sloth demon was feeding off of me, using my life to fuel the nightmares of this realm. There is so little of me left. I was never meant to save the circle, or survive its troubles. I am dying. It is as simple as that.
I could heal you.
Thank you, but it is too late for me. I do not fear what may come. They say we return to the Maker in death, and that isn't such a terrible thing. My only regret is that I could not save the circle. But you can. Take the litany off my body when you return. It is important.
What about you?
I can rest easy, knowing you will save the circle. I'm not a hero. Perhaps trying to be one was foolish.
Ordinary people can do great things when they have to.
Dark times, greater acts of heroism, eh? You may be right. Before I was taken to the circle, my mother said I was meant for greatness. I would be more than my ancestors could have ever dreamed. I hope I haven't disappointed her.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
It is time for us both to be on our way. Remember the litany of Adrala. The circle is all that matters now. Thank you, and goodbye, friend.
The sloth demon has been defeated. Niall did not come with you. While he was trapped in the Fade, his body languished in the real world. His last request was that you take the litany of Andrala and defeat Uldred at the top of the tower. The litany has the power to stun demons and stop mind-controlling blood magic if it is used at the moment the spell is cast. You took the litany of Adrala from Niall's body. The litany will make it much easier for you to battle Uldred and his mages. Nail sacrifice will not be in vain. Adrala of Virantium dedicated her life to the study of blood magic, the academic study rather than the practice. A deeply pious mage, she was renowned in her day for having found a counter to every form of mind control, a defense against dreamwalkers, and even counterspells to demonic summons. Her efforts went unappreciated in her native Tevinter, however. After 3 different magisters attempted to have her killed, she fled the country, choosing to take refuge in the land of Blessed Andraste's birth. She spent the remainder of her days with the Circle in Ferelden. The Litany of Adrala disputes the casting of mind control spells. Use the Litany whenever a creature tries to dominate another with magic, and it will interrupt the casting. Once the spell is in effect, and a character is under a blood mage's power, it is too late. Is everybody okay? Okay.
It's incredible.
We got dragon!
Now we do battle. Away with you! Back! No!
Plus 12 defense, plus 5 mana regeneration in combat. Win, you got a new cowl. Male dragons never develop into the winged monsters of myth. At most, their forelegs grow the vestibular spurs where wing membrane might have been. Once they have fully matured, males immediately seek out the lairs of adult females. When they find one, they move into her lair and spend the rest of their lives together, hunting for her and defending her young. They will aggressively defend her nest, and many would-be dragon hunters have been lost to their fiery breath and crushing blows from their tails. I still need chapter 1. I have the utmost sympathy for what happened to your charge, but it is beyond the Circle's ability to anticipate every obscure demise that an apprentice might face, especially involving methods outside the already extensive realm of magical study. We simply don't have the room for additional training facilities, and there are concerns about becoming too inclusive that I will not elaborate on. Your request is denied. If space is your excuse, I will surrender my quarters. If it is about money, I will hire the appropriate people. I will not graduate another student ignorant of weapons that any ditch digger can shove into his ribs. We teach them to append ridiculous glamours on parade arms, but they don't know simple steel. That is criminal. Notice herewith that the exercise area on the 4th floor shall serve as permanent berthing for the Templar garrison stationed at the tower. Since facilities that accommodate their particular training requirements are already on hand, they will be assuming an even closer watch over Circle affairs. Enchanter Bergen's optional weapons training is cancelled until further notice. Enchanter Bergen has additionally stepped down from teaching duties.
We must be careful against this. As you say.
Apparently, Dragon somehow got into the tower.
There's no glory in
Newly hatched dragons are roughly the size of a deer and voraciously hungry. They They live for a short time in their mother's lair before venturing out on their own. The slender, wingless creatures are born in vast numbers, as only a few ever make it to adulthood. Drake scale.
Finished.
Master Wade in Denerim's Market District can make amazing Drake scale armor if you give him enough Drake scales. He seems positively eager to do so. Hello, sloth.
No quarter shall be given. What now?
Uldred will show us the way. Finally, recognition within the circle and freedom from the scornful eye of the Templars. We will not be shunned. Be ready. I've spoken to him directly. His intentions are that we will demand the Templars withdraw. I don't know that I am willing to follow, but I will be present to hear his argument. Madness! I doubt blood will be of use to you if it is flowing down the tower steps. Step away from this folly before it consumes us all. The call is made. We will stride out of here with pride in our step, regardless of the outcome. This is the good of the circle. Uldred will see to it. Eek.
It is begun.
Is that better than what you have, Liliana? It is. Okay, I said I was supposed to be stopping after this. Sorry. Let's look through this first. Beastman's dagger. It's better than what I got. And you can enchant it. This savage blade was claimed from Kunari invaders during the exalted marches of the Storm Age almost 2 centuries ago.
I am done.
Is that it for here? Hello. Excuse, ow.
There is no glory in bloodshed. It shall be done.
Whew. Leanna, we gotta upgrade your stamina somehow. Let's take the poultice.
The task is finished.
Oh, wow. Okay. We've been going on for way longer than I intended. So, we are going to stop it here. And the next time, we'll finish the Circle of Magi and continue on somewhere else. Till then, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. If you really liked it, press that cute little like button. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Luke Dog, and I'll see you next time. Sweet dreams, everyone.